Hands of Sunny Leone ji and many more celebrities. Now I would like to request the media to please have a one-to-one Q&A with Sunny ji. ठीक है, पहले फोटोग्राफर फोटो करा लो, उसके बाद फिर वीडियो लेते हैं. हाँ, यहाँ फॉर द फोटो ना. आइए आप पहले दोनों. डैनिका
हुसैन कम सर.
एक सेकंड ना. उसको उठा लेना विकी. I think let's have a background of the Bangla Foundation जल्दी. इसको ले लो. खाली खड़े रहना, लेके फिर ले जाना. राज भाई वोट दिया ना. यहाँ पे इधर बाद में ले जाना. जस्ट फॉर द फोटो. इधर पीछे से इधर इसको. हाँ इधर ले लो पीछे. Just hold it for some time and then. और एक साइड खड़े रहो, पीछे हो जाओ. So it's an MCGM and the Bangla Foundation initiative today. Sunny? Okay, Sunny. Thank you very much.
ले लो पीछे ले लो फटाफट.
Okay, हम यही कर ले, खड़े होकर के.
So the tempo will build up. Every day we'll have X number of tree plantations happening. So there's a momentum built up till the final day. Actually.
Well, I'm really excited to be here, and it's all about saving our planet. It's all about making this world so much better. You might be able to hear it later.
Hello. Yeah. Okay, sir. So you can answer here.
Okay. Hi. Can you hear me now? All right.
So loud kar dena, loud.
So I do believe that Earth Day and planting trees and all these different things, we celebrate it on one day, but what I love is we're going to be planting trees every single day up until the 5th of June. And I think every single day we should do something for our environment. We only have one Earth, and if we destroy it, then, I think that's a horrible, horrible thing. And we should recycle, we should plant trees, we should take care of our Earth just like we take care of ourselves. I was so excited. I don't know if I have much of a green thumb, but I do love gardening. I do love planting and planting flowers, and the first time I'm planting a tree, so I'm very excited. And it was really easy to say yes, because when you're doing something that's not for yourself, and you're doing something for the planet, you're doing something maybe to teach these little ones right next to you that taking care of, Mother Earth is very important. So it's easy.
Sure. I just want to thank Asif. First off, thank you for having us and for all the great work that he does in his organization. It's really amazing. And I just think that it's our responsibility and all of our responsibility to pass along something to the next generation and it's not we are not allowed to destroy it. It's not ours to destroy. So it's important that we preserve and we do the best that we can and take care of where we live, because our children deserve that, I think.
Introduce Arshad Bhai. Arshad Bhai needs no introduction. Hi, Coach, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Let me not intervene.
Just pass the mic. We have a green crusader, Arshad Warsi. Thank you so much for coming. Big round of applause for Arshad Warsi.
Any questions for Arshad Warsi? Also most welcome. Because, yeah.
Green questions.
Any green questions?
Green questions, yeah.
Arshad, your thoughts on this day and the initiative?
Yeah, this is not working.
Thoughts on my day? I mean, I think it's a wonderful thing. Asif Bhai has been doing this for a very long time. I don't know. I mean, I know him for like many years. When before I got into movies, and so we've been friends for a long time. And he's always been like that. He's been wanting to do this for Bandra, and now he wants to do it for everywhere, all over India. So he's been pushing this. It's damn good. I think the number of cars we have today and the amount of pollution we have around. I think every car you should need to plant 2 trees at least to balance it out. So I think what he's doing is a great deal. I think we all should be part of it, and we should all push him and help him out in this endeavor all the time and always. I sound like a politician.
That would mean we'd have to plant like 2 billion trees
Maybe.
before June 5th.
Any more? One second, I'll just. Any more questions for Sunny ji and Arshad ji?
Sunny, how would you like to take this initiative forward from your efforts?
Well, from my efforts, my household recycles, so I already make that effort. I believe in throwing trash in the trash bin and not on the ground. I wish there was like a fine in India if you threw something out of your window that you'd get a fine. But my household, does recycle. We have, our bin for foliage. We have our bin for garbage. We have a bin for plastics and paper. So we do that already.
Arshad, Mumbai वासियों के लिए कोई संदेश?
Kachra, just dry segregation of waste, very important.
I think ये जो सनी ने कहा वो बहुत अहमियत रखता है। अगर हम लोग जो वेस्ट मैटर है, जो घर से जो सारा गंद जो निकलता है, वो अलग-अलग कंटेनर्स में डाल दें तो बहुत आसानी हो जाएगी। इतना मैं ये ज़रूर कहूँगा कि आई थिंक मोदी जी की मेहरबानी से काफ़ी सफाई हो गई है, बहुत ही विजिबल है। बॉम्बे इस वक्त काफ़ी साफ है, विच इज़ अ वेरी गुड थिंग। बट आई थिंक यही है कि अगर अपने जो जितने गंद है ना फैलाएं, अगर देश को अपने घर के जैसा रखें तो आई थिंक काफ़ी फ़ायदा होगा। हम लोग हमारे घर में तो वो सब नहीं करते जो हम लोग देश में करते हैं। घर में तो हम लोग कोई चीज़ उठा के आसपास में नहीं फेंक देते हैं, तो गाड़ी के बाहर क्यों फेंकते हैं? आई थिंक कहीं पे अगर देश को घर जैसा समझेंगे तो ये मेंटली हम लोग ठीक हो जाएंगे। Thank you. There's somebody clapping. Clap,
Yes.
Thank you. Just generally, I just came for this.
It's a very private audience, actually. Not typical, that's why.
Yes, please. Hello. I think Asif Bhai is celebrating for all of us, really. The number of trees he's planting, I don't think we can do it. I can possibly compete with that. But I must tell you that my house is like a jungle. So, yeah, I've got too many trees and too many plants. Maria is, I mean, I think she thinks somewhere down the line I'm Tarzan. So we've got lots of trees in the house.
Okay, we're going to proceed for the tea plantation. Just, we've got the Assistant Municipal Commissioner coming.
See, the idea of getting together, obviously by now the media is aware that 5th June is the World Environment Day. It's a precursor of the 5th June, and from today we start on taking a pledge of planting at least 1,000 trees in the suburbs. We've tied up with all the municipal wards, and we are thankful to the Mumbai Mahanagar Palika, who has given us the total support to ensure that the execution of this program actually happens. I'm thankful. I have with me Sunny, and I've got Arshad Bhai, I've got Arjun Rampal, who's going to be joining us. We've got Manish Malhotra, who's also on the way. So the film stars that are there, as I always mention, are role models. All the fans of Arshad Warsi, they get inclined, okay, Arshad Bhai is doing something like this, so even we should. Like if Arshad Warsi does wear a bandana, then, I mean, they want to, it's basically a style statement. So we want this good activity to convert into a reality. Now, by environment, we just don't mean by planting tree. Now, we are doing a major work in the field of garbage, the waste management, that is the wet and the dry waste garbage, the composting of garbage. There, with the Dharavi tragedy, we have no dumping ground for our waste, and there is no particular management. So we want to reduce the waste from the root itself. We have wet waste and we have dry waste. We got to compost both this waste and ensure that there is an outcome in a positive form. Like we are planning, we've done one in BKC where we have a machine installed, a composting machine, which does utilize both the wet and the dry waste, and the outcome is that it's generating electricity to at least a few lanes, and it saves at least 8 lakh rupees of electricity bill. And we're obtaining that we are obtaining that electricity from your garbage, from your waste. So you're having a dual whammy. You're utilizing it in two perspectives. Your waste is also being managed to pick up your garbage, your waste, your car, the major dumping cars that come to your house, the pollution emissions that happen. So to reduce the carbon footprint, this is an initiative from my foundation, and I'm thankful that the entire film fraternity, the entire political fraternity, we have our local member of parliaments, and people across party lines have all very religiously volunteered towards this cause and endeavor. And I think film industry has always been very, very much supportive for this. And from here, this marks the beginning of the 5th of June. We are also promoting the solar panelings, because with the solar panelings there is lesser electricity bill and less carbon emission also that happens. So these are the few things we are promoting, and talking about rainwater harvesting. So these are the few measures that I think are very, very important for every human being. These are all doable things. I mean, it's just that sometimes people are lethargic, आज हम यही बाहर गांव जाते हैं तो we ensure that we don't throw the same garbage outside the cars. But when we are in our own country, we are very careless about it. So I think it's time. There's a need for an awakening. We have Arjun Rampal ji. A huge round of applause for Arjun ji. Welcome, sir. I think people have been hearing us. The media wants to also hear Arjun on his views on environment. He's done a fantastic video for the Bamla Foundation. And now, in a huge round of applause, I give the mic to Arjun Rampal.
Before that, 1 second. Before that, I'd like to welcome the MCGM members. Mr. Mundeji, please come on dais from the HVS ward. And Sonali madam, please. Aye. Shiva. Mundeji, please come here. So the MCGM HVS ward, Mr. Munde has been very kind, has been supporting the foundation and been helping us. Sonali madam, thank you very much. And the news is that the Joggers Park right now is being maintained and taken care by these two green crusaders. Thank you very much, Mundeji. Okay, now we go to Mr. Arjun Rampal. Questions?
Give him the mic.
Okay, let Arjun first talk.
Then I'll be
Sorry.
We give him the mic.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you, Asif. Okay, hi, Sunny. How are you doing? Okay. Got more sun into this place.
There's Arshad bhai on my right.
And, Arshad. Okay, so it's really nice to be here, and I'm really grateful for the Bamla Foundation to put together such an event where they're planting, I think, what, 5,000 trees today?
No, 1,000 trees from today till the 5th of...
1,000 trees.
Yeah.
That's great. We really need it. I think it's really, really the hour of what this environment really needs, what this planet really needs. It's an hour of need. And I think we all need to make our difference. And the carbon footprint is increasing. You can see the weather's changing so erratically. And I was recently at climbing the Siachen Glacier. And every year that glacier is going down by a kilometer. It's melting by a kilometer. It's just a 72-kilometer glacier. It's going to, in maybe another 30 years or 40 years, we won't have that glacier out there. And this is all because of global warming. It's a true thing. No matter what, whichever president of whichever country believes, okay, it is true. Global warming is there. It's a reality, and we've got to make a difference.
Any question?
Manisha.
We have,
We have a very famous renowned celebrity designer, Mr. Manish Malhotra. Give a big round of applause for Mr. Manish Malhotra. Thank you, Manish ji, for supporting this endeavor, this cause. Mamla Foundation very grateful, and their thoughts on this tree plantation day.
Well, I think the entire credit of this evening goes to Asif Mamla, because we should clap for him and his Mamla Foundation, because of you we are all here, and I think this is something that we all should be doing, leaving our work, paying attention to our environment, because this is where we live. And of course, Bandra is most special to us. We've been Bandrites, we've been living here, and so we're all here. So let's go on for this, and let's plant a lot more trees all over the world. And we have this gorgeous, gorgeous Pooja Batra, who I was hearing in the video, all the way from America, studying as ever, always. So welcome, Pooja Batra.
Thank you so much.
Everybody is here. I'm seeing them one by one. I'm also seeing everybody.
Jarvis Park is looking more beautiful today. It's more green and more charming.
More colorful.
More colorful. Pooja ji, your thoughts? Your thoughts on today's tea plantation drive, please.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Asif, for calling me here. So lovely to see you, Arjun.
Lovely to see you.
Nice
Sunny.
to meet you. Sunny and lovely, you guys. Hi, everybody. We all
I think you should
know
come here because they want to see you. Boss, you come here. Yes, sir. No, no.
Go right in the middle there.
Go right. Up, shift ho jaye. I think people with the media also would like to.
Idhar aa ja, idhar.
Yes, sir. Come. Yep, there is space.
Very nice in summary.
I know, thank you. Yeah, so my take is that we all know how important trees are in our life, for our planet Earth, for our environment. They combat the climatic change. That's one of the major factors, and I think India can be a pioneer country in planting more trees and, making an example in Asia, because it will just make our country more beautiful, and it will make our people more beautiful.
Okay, any questions from the media?
No questions.
अर्जुन सुन के कॉजेज से जुड़ते हैं, इससे जुड़ने का मेन मकसद क्या था और क्या खुद आपके एफर्ट्स आगे रहेंगे कि इसको प्रमोट किया जा सके?
देखिए, काफ़ी सालों से मैं जुड़ा हुआ हूँ उनके साथ, आसिफ के साथ। हर जब भी एनवायरनमेंट डे होता है वो एक इसे आगे ले जाते हैं। एवरी ईयर ही ब्रिंग्स अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल टुगेदर, क्रिएट्स अवेयरनेस। जब इतनी अवेयरनेस थी भी नहीं लोगों में, और बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब देखने को मिलता है कि कितने लोग इस कॉज के साथ, इस मकसद में जुड़ गए हैं। और आज वी आर प्लांटिंग 1000 trees, मे बी नेक्स्ट ईयर विल प्लांट 2000 trees, एंड दैट्स द होल एम एंड दैट्स द होल गोल। तो ज़रूर मैं इनके साथ हमेशा जुड़ा रहूँगा, एंड आई थिंक it's an honor to be a part of it.
Yes.
You have been for a long time away from the country. You have seen different parts of the world. What efforts you think will be needed in our country and supposedly from the government also to for the green
बाहर के देशों में बहुत एम्फेसिस दिया जाता है एनवायरनमेंट में। बहुत सारे पार्क्स होते हैं सिटीज़ में, चाहे आप न्यूयॉर्क की बात कर लें या लॉस एंजलिस की, या कोई भी कंट्री को देखें तो बहुत ज़्यादा एफर्ट दिया जाता है क्लेanलीनेस पे और एनवायरनमेंट पे। सो इंडिया मुझे लगता है इतना आगे नहीं सोचती एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में, हालांकि इंडिया की इतनी सारी लैंड है और बहुत ब्यूटिफाई कर सकते हैं हम इंडिया को अगर हम बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रीज प्लांट करें तो। या
Manish, can we propose or you can think about a show with Hamla Foundation based on the Greenathon or Green Earth from your side?
मैंने हर्षद से अभी कहा कि एक आप ही हैं जो हमेशा बहुत क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं और
He's
बहुत अच्छी बात है।
very vocal.
I was just praising you to हर्षद, आप पूछ लीजिए हर्षद से। And I like that about you कि आप हमेशा इंटरेस्टेड होते हैं, हमेशा आप चाहे फैशन वीक हो, चाहे फैशन शो, चाहे आज हम लोग यहाँ पे। So the thing is that actually through my friend Imtiaz, when Asif met me, he said that this is what they've been doing, and I saw all the videos and I was absolutely blown over, and I was like, why haven't I been a part of this? And I think that we all have to take our environment very seriously, and so this is a very, very good move, and I think that more and more people should be involved and also I think civic sense and environmental friendliness is something that we all should be very, very aware of.
आसिफ जी, one more thing is, जैसे मुंबई की बात करें, काफी जो पेड़ हैं वो काटे जा रहे हैं for a purpose like development and metro. So do you think that is something right?
No, I would agree with this fully, because if this question was asked to me maybe 3 years back, I would have agreed to it. Now the media is so active. The people, I mean, there's so much of activism here that even if an ordinary person sees somebody or even a builder or developer trying to, do this, trying to destroy a tree, I'm sure there is a lot of the administration is also very vibrant towards this. As I said, 7 years back or 8 years back when we started, I remember the first program on the World Environment Day was attended by Arjun Rampal. If you remember, it was raining like crazy, and we all were standing there with our umbrellas there on the Carter Road, on the 5th of June. So at that point in time, when we talked about the awareness, it wasn't so high. I mean, people were not very involved with that. Slowly, we had brand ambassadors like Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar also attended one of our Environment Day functions, and he spoke so rationally. And I think it made a lot of difference. Not that just because Sachin Tendulkar, everybody follows just that, but more and more awareness is happening. And as I said, of course, there would be a certain level of destruction with trees, but then to compensate that, we have to plant more trees. Like now in this span of 1,000 trees that we plant, so it's again a good initiative. It's a positive for that negativity to cover up. There is a lot of positive activities, and I thank the film stars. So anything else relating to the 5th of June on which we have the main day, if there's any questions that needs to be addressed, let me know. If there's any questions you all want to ask for the 5th June function of the World Environment Day on the Carter Road, opposite the Cafe Coffee Day at the amphitheater. If there are any more questions, I can address that. Yeah. There is if there is developed number of trees that you utilize. Now again, development also is very important. Now if you want to have a metro train there to come up, you can't stop that development in larger interests. Okay, that is equally important, because we all are going to. That's also public service for all of us. It's not just for you or for me, for anyone in particular. So development and environment consciousness both go hand in hand. So there is nothing that if there is development and then and if there is environment, then you don't think of development. We are not staying in a feudal age. So both have to coincide and both have to go together. Well, that's for the government to decide, but I'm sure there would be a compensational plan for it. The government also of the hour cannot do anything it decides to do, because there is a sizable opposition. B, it's the voice of the media, and C, as I said, there is too much of activism. Everyone today is environment conscious. Although the execution will still take time, but I'm sure in years from now, we will be much better off than what we are now. Any other questions?
May I say one thing, Asif? Asif, can I say something?
Yeah, please. Arjun wants to say something.
Yeah, for your, I don't think RM Colony should be, there should be any metro there. I'm totally against it. I don't think that is the right thing to do. If you go anywhere to any developed country, if it's New York, if it's London, Paris, Chicago, wherever you go, if you see the cities are built around parks, because the parks become the lungs of the city. In the night, those trees give oxygen back in, take out all the carbon dioxide from the air. And that's why those cities don't feel like cities in India, which have been developed, trees have been sacrificed, and you see, a lot of dust, a lot of, pollution, the quality of the air is not good. And that's, when we are talking about development, it's also development of health. Healthcare is a very, very vital part of development. It's no point having buildings and terrible, environment around you. So I think what's really, really important is for all of us to get conscious about that and to see that the green belt in our city in our cities, adjoining cities, developing towns and cities, the green belt is really, really secure and safe. Because those truly are the lungs of those places.
Arshad, आप कुछ कहेंगे इस पे?
नहीं.
Okay.
I think Sunny should wrap it up the last word. I mean, you know, because she's been hearing from all of us. I think everybody wants to hear for Sunny. I can see a lot of hands being raised from there of the enthusiasm of a lot of people here to hear Sunny. So I think Sunny will do the last honors, and then there will be this tree plantation drive. Security, मेरा गुजारिश है आप लोगों से कि कृपया करके cordon off करें, और मेरी आप लोगों से भी गुजारिश है, if you all need pictures with the stars after the tree plantation, which is very symbolic and the need for today, please let us do that. We have to plant here in this patch at least 10 trees in this patch, and then the tree plantation drive will go on from here. So please do not disturb the stars. They are here. They're going to be with you all guys till you all have all the pictures done. But for the tree plantation, we request you all to cooperate with us, to support us, so that that's very peacefully done, so that media can also have their pictures. After which, all my friends who are here, I know there are a lot of people who want selfies, so you guys also will be taken care. And now the final word to Sunny, please. Yeah, later. After her.
There's so much information that was given today, and I think that the main issue here is just to love your city, love your home, love the earth that we live in, and take care of it like you take care of yourself, because we only have one earth. So thank you so much for coming out today.
There's one media picture.
Okay.
Can we request all of them to come?
All of them, all the stars, please come here, one media picture, and then after that I request Bangla Foundation wanted to please clear the table.
Sunny, come on that side.
Visham.
Ready. दादा
भाई तू मगापासून बदला किती तू घेत जाता बोलून ना आम्हाला आता मगापासून तू पाठी मग आता अरे ये ना आता किती घेत मगापासून खाली बसतोय ना
हो गया रेडी
पीछे लेना राजा लाइट में थोड़ा पीछे पानी ठीक है हाँ
like Daniel only. Tough and rock solid.
Yeah,